Well, it's 30 years now. Can you believe it's 30 years since legislation came out for 529 accounts? I can't believe. I think I've been in the business 24, specifically with 529s. The biggest holdback is flexibility. People are concerned that it's inflexible, and 529 accounts have never been as flexible as they are today. It's not just 2 and 4 year institutions.
They changed it.
Absolutely. It's not just the traditional, college.
You could start with kindergarten if it's right? I mean, if you have to pay for kindergarten.
Yes, it's K through 12, expenses, tuition, tutoring, credentialing, and now that's on the federal level. So you got to check with your state to make sure the state approves it as a qualified withdrawal. But
cooking classes when you travel abroad,
cooking, golfing,
golfing,
schools. You just got to make sure the school's accredited. Don't get all excited. Be careful.
Well, hello.
Look,
no, can I ask you a question? What's the difference between a 529 plan and this new Trump account that I'm hearing about?
So I actually love the thought of the Trump account. I hated it at first because I thought people were going to say, I'm going to do a Trump account as opposed to a 529 account. You do them side by side. The difference truly is that, well, A, it's free money if your child is born between 25 and 20.
Is that right?
2025 and 2028, you get that $1,000, and then you have the ability to put in that $5,000 in a Trump account. 529 accounts, you could put in a heck of a lot more than $5,000. Okay. So you actually have that ability to do a 5-year upfront gift if you're so blessed to be able to do it. So the true difference is one is tax-free. You're growing tax-free, withdrawing tax-free because for a qualified withdrawal on a 529 account. Right. But I love the idea of the Trump account. I'm sorry, I must say. No political sides, but I love it.
Okay, fair. Tricia Scarlata, JPMorgan, with this. What I get in my emails when this topic comes up, and Janet Lauren driving all of our coverage brilliantly, is Tricia, people go, okay, my kid can't put the puck in the net. I don't have a FAFSA where they're going to give me money. There's all this help out there. Why am I paying full boat? What percentage of people are paying full boat at whatever school?
It's about 40%. Some of it is that people just don't do the FAFSA. Some of it. Now, it's so interesting because some states are actually requiring you to complete the FAFSA to get the high school diploma. Why
is that? Because that's a big debate even in the schools that I'm dealing with in New York City. Some people go, well, I'm not going to get anything, so why am I going to fill out the FAFSA?
So why is the government, because I'm sure they're getting some type of benefit from the government, right, to encourage people to do it. It's more data for the government to have. The one thing I'll say about the FAFSA is a lot of scholarships you have to complete the FAFSA for anyway, and even though they're not need-based. So I kind of hold the philosophy, fill out the FAFSA. Who cares? It's 30 questions now. Or 20-something questions. It's quick. Why not?
Loaded question.
Yeah.
In the suburbs today across this nation, are public schools keeping up with the prep schools, or the prep schools keeping up with the public schools?
In which way? What do you mean?
Preparing for college, for a 4-year legit study.
Yeah, I tend to think that they are both doing just a fine job. I think that
came right out of JPMorgan compliance.
I'm sorry, I do. My father used to say to me all the time, I send you kids to private schools. Aren't these public schools teaching these kids anything? I think public schools are great.
So I have to ask you because, look, I mean, I don't know what the right answer to this is, but through the first wave, I'm talking about the Saving on a Valuable Education program, right? And through the first wave of these borrowers, I think there were 3.4 million of them. They hit the market. It appears to have crested. But I'm hearing that another 7 million people are going to have to start paying their student loans again or go into default.
Absolutely.
So is that really happening? Is that going to happen within the next 12 months?
That's what they say. Yeah. But I mean, you've seen it how they've,
kick the can.
Kick the can. So what? And people ask me all the time, like, what do you think about forgiveness? Are they going to bring it back? I have no idea. It changes every day.
Wow. Yeah.
So,
I can't imagine the risk to financials in the broader economy if that actually really hits, household
Here's the thing.
Balances.
It's dead.
Yeah.
And I was always taught you need to get rid of debt. Yep. So I'm just not of that school of thought to keep kicking it down the can in the hopes. I just don't think that's
Tricia, when you and your troops do seminars nationwide and frankly with the international build out of JPMorgan, what's the emotion in education where the room heats up? The parents are in the room, they're talking to you, you're expert, you've got guests at JPMorgan, further experts. What's the emotion right now that heats up the room?
I think you hit it when we opened it up, saying the cost. And the most common question I get is when is it going to start to come down? And I really try to encourage families to not bank on that. Like, instead of focusing on when is it going to come down, focus on how much can I start to plan today. That's a real big one. I will say the flexibility and now the Roth IRA, which I know, Alexis, we talked about the last time, that's a big question too.
Yeah,
Family is wide open now with the Roth IRA.
The Wall Street Journal, Ann Tergerson has a brilliant article today on this. That's great, except if I use my Roth IRA at 52, because Ignatz got into William and Mary, the answer is it's not there for my retirement.
No, it is not.
Ignatz, Damien, is for Ignatius.
I just can't believe that short game school is actually. Can you put that in a 529 plan? I mean, I'm just
looking up golf schools.
I'm looking at.
Here you go. It's accredited university. Go to the U.S. Department of Education. You'll be able to see if your school is approved.
The person
Jim McLean Golf School. That's where I want to be.
The person that takes a Roth IRA out is eating up their retirement plan to pay for the kids' school.
41%, Tom, last year in one way, shape, or form.
Right.
Borrowed against their retirement because parents will do anything to pay for their child's education.
Alexis, jump in here.
I mean, aren't we supposed to put our own oxygen mask on first?
1,000%.
So this just seems like a misguided decision. I mean, the heart is in the right place.
Yeah.
I get it. Got to help the kids, but at the expense of your own retirement. Because who's there to help you? Where's your safety net? That would be my question.
Here?
No, Tom's going to be working forever.
Mike wanted me
Couldn't
to
agree
retire.
with you more, Alexis.
Bloomberg came up to me where he wanted my bag of Cheez-Its. And he said to me, I was like 59 years old. He goes, when are you going to retire? I said, Mike, I can't retire because of your world, Tricia.
I'm sorry.
So to her question, this is vital.
It is, and I would. That's why the earlier we talk to people, the better. We are missing a whole segment of population with children from 0 to 6. Most families do not start until their child goes to kindergarten, first grade. That's when they're thinking about education.
Because then it's
we
top
need
of
to
mind.
get them at birth.